welcome to day 6 of National Poetry Writing Month. I've decided that we're going to switch these videos to be later in the day and after my evening routine. So excuse the change of style and pace, but I am excited to be here with you. And as always, I have my fabulous books here and ready to celebrate with us. I also have Mr. Bubbly Oink. He is here to join us and to encourage us as we move forward in our National Poetry Writing Month journey. And today is a really fun one. I'm really excited to celebrate it with you. Today is a mini workshop on how to create your own style of poetry. So if there's something that you want to do with your work that you haven't seen someone else do, you can create your own rules and limitations and also have fun breaking those rules and limitations. Plus, you get to name your awesome style of poetry. So, for example, my friend Ash Raymond James created the 3x3, which is kind of like a sunny-roo, kind of like a haiku, and kind of like something else. It is 3 words per line for 3 lines, and that makes up your whole poem. So, some examples of this are plant your seeds, water the soil, own your garden. Another one, I had more pulled up a minute ago. Let us unravel and leave nothing unloved or unexplored. We're all haunted by the words we left unsaid. Anxiety an acre, the ground floor, forever running away. Forever be curious, ask more questions, and keep wandering. The sky exhales and clears itself of its clouds. So those are some awesome examples of the 3x3 created by Ash Raymond James. Next up, we have Dramatic Echoes created by the poet Raja. And the basic concept of this is that it's a mixture of a pantoum and a sestina. And the rules are very simple. The first word of each line is also the last word of the previous line. This style is meant to stand without punctuation or other limits. And some examples of this style are poems by the poet Raja. It is important to never lose hope can carry you farther than you. Imagine living in this world without. Pain and suffering will not always be your experience, all of what this reality has to offer. I know you can survive. This obstacle cannot stop. You have always been a magical being. Here is the proof of your will, this version of yourself into existence. Know your own strength as you stand firm in your desire for change the story and change the end, this cycle of shame and hate all who would oppose your resolve. And another example of this poem, also by the poet Raja. I do remember a time before there could be slivers of quiet, has always been an elusive promise. You will not give in to chaos is all that exists now. Silence is all but lost in the ever deepening. Darkness calls to lure me in this void. There is no stillness in this illusion. Again she speaks, and again I listen, and she will show kindness is not foreign to her edicts are heavier than they feel how she rules without war. I have traded my mind for silence is still an unattainable dream of a world not engaged in civil war with this queen who conquers without force, this land to again know peace. And the last style that I want to share with you is one that my friend Sophie and I created together. And this is really fun, and it's perfect for this time of year. It's the spring sonnet. So the rules are a little funny, though. The first rule is that there must be 13 lines. The first 2 and the last 2 have to rhyme. So that's just one rule. The next rule is that the last letter of each line has to repeat this pattern: a vowel, a consonant, a vowel, a consonant, except for your rhyming lines. And then the third rule is that each spring sonnet must involve a color or sound, but cannot involve both. So, Sophie and I really wanted to challenge ourselves, and we really wanted to challenge you guys as well. So, this was our first attempt at a spring sonnet. Darling, we are love, carrying ideas from above. Everything we need is alive, and we should be too, you know? My love, there is music here. I just wish we knew how to sing. Maybe then people might see us as something cooler than ourselves, or possibly, just maybe, they would quit bugging us for answers about this relationship story. Darling, we are only ever love, and you bet it's pure as a dove. We also wrote this spring sonnet. If this is truly spring's day, you'll have to forgive me as I say that we are in need of rain and sprinkle, of hope from brilliantly bright skies, of the sounds that offer us hope, of everyone I've ever promised myself I might be, become, inspire from within my soul filled of photos we took while we were so free. Full of blooming wonder, together we are an answer to spring's wine, standing tall, strong, bold, come what may. Darling, I believe we are actually Fae. And then I have some other examples of this that have been on my Instagram before or will show up in other spaces. But this is your reminder and your permission to kind of go wild and create your own form with your own rules. And I hope that you will not only share what your poem format is called and what the rules are, but also an example of a poem utilizing these tools. I hope that you will encourage us to try your forms and that you will try the forms that are shared in the comments. And honestly, I am so excited for this one. I think it's going to be great. And I absolutely can't wait to see what you guys come up with, to hear your fabulous poems, and of course, to see you again tomorrow for another one of these mini workshops celebrating National Poetry Writing Month. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.